SunDaze with styles, no weapon.
SunDaze, SunDaze, SunDaze.
I am your host, eating a slice of buttered toast on the East Coast, and I don't know what else to say. But listen, this is the fucking SunDaze, and who the fuck is this man?
It's the weapon. Fuck yeah.
Eric. And who is this man?
It's your boy, Eric.
Eric.
Oh yeah.
So we're fucking here.
I was gonna say.
Oh
2 seconds.
shit.
2 seconds in.
Bro,
I just came back from the White House, dude. I'm all fired up.
we're
Let's go.
failures, bro. I didn't even realize that we did that. You see me at the White House?
Whoa.
Free
I
samples,
wonder
bro.
I wonder why he's all fired up.
Samples.
Why is he so fired
Why
up?
is he still fired up? Secret trips.
Mm.
Woo!
Yeah.
No, but
Yeah.
on a serious fucking note,
Yeah, man.
this is fucking episode 36.
How many?
We are
36?
here in
36 weeks in?
fucking building
Bro.
for 36
Are
weeks.
you doing that?
And I want to say, in 36 weeks, peep this though, I want to say in 36 weeks, I've missed the show
You're divorced. I'm divorced.
once.
I'm Jerry Tate the asshole.
He's in,
Yeah.
fantasy.
Did we lose our
But,
families over
oh,
this?
sorry.
No.
But no, the question I have is, I forget what it was, but
That's typical.
36 weeks in, we're here, we're
Yo.
queer, and we're coming for
Hey,
you.
bro, we're still
And we have
doing it.
120 subscribers now.
Yeah, yeah.
120 subscribers.
Bro.
Yes, we
Gotta put them in headlocks.
we're gonna have a motherfucking
Special
a
episode.
special
I'm
episode.
like the
I'm
headlock.
thinking we're gonna grab like a
event.
cake or something.
I'm the headlock.
Something. We're gonna do some type
Headlock.
of event for you guys because we cherish our subscribers, and I gotta say the last like 30 subscribers is because this goofball over here has been literally going to everybody and anybody on the street. And if you guys know, if you've been one of the 30 people that have randomly put yourself in a headlock by a stranger, your phone's been randomly taken out, subscribe to a random channel, put back in your pocket,
Sir.
and some guy running
Sir,
away.
sir,
It wouldn't be him.
tell us
Allegedly.
Can you please tell us how it feels to physically accost strangers that you don't know?
Well, I'm just like the headlock Hogan of podcasting.
All right, let's get
all.
past that.
I love it.
No, but to take a clip from Eminem though, we want to clean out the closet again like we do every week.
Homie.
I just want to come out of it.
No.
You know what I mean?
I bet you.
Yeah.
June is over.
What do you have to say about it, sir?
June is over. Weapon. Why don't you
Yeah.
tell the people about what we like to do here? We clean out our closet.
Okay, so every single week we're just gonna keep bringing this up.
Until you fucking do it.
Could you please, if you watch this and you're like, oh damn, they're doing another podcast, they're doing it, okay? Could you please go to SunDaze with Styles Weapon 5th and subscribe? Very easy. You hit the button. That's all it takes.
And also,
doesn't cost a damn dime.
correct. I'm gonna post the menu again that I have two of all the things
Yeah.
that do not cost a dime, like
We got
likes,
Rumble,
comments.
everything.
No, but I'm saying like on all we have now. I have a square that shows every social media, all major platforms that we are on. So you know SunDaze Styles. Like if you type in SunDaze and Styles before you can even get past that,
And if
it
you
pops
don't
up.
know, now you know.
If you right, crack is whack. But listen, if you fucking
That was
subscribe,
racist,
like, comment, all that shit don't cost a fucking dime, bro. It takes up like
30 seconds.
some seconds of your life.
30?
And if you don't know,
Yeah.
because I get it, some people are just like, fuck, like this is asking me to sign in and shit. Like honestly, you can hit anybody who watches the show can hit up any of us with any questions.
Message
Like
us,
we're
man.
fucking fully. I wish we could find a way to utilize this more, because you know how I always say like I want people to private messages and say and
Well,
like ask
you
me
just
if
want more
they might wanna
interaction.
hear, how about like shout
Well,
out,
we did, big
like
We did,
shout
we did
out,
from-
shout out to fucking
Nate.
Taylor,
Yep.
who wants something that doesn't exist anymore. But I think we can.
But I could though.
No,
but I think we can do a little something. Add
I
a
showed him
little
yesterday.
tiny something to the
He did,
podcast,
yes, yeah.
I showed
but
him
maybe
yesterday.
also do a little side.
No,
We've
I
got
showed-
a whiteboard
I showed
in the
him.
studio.
I drew it for him so he could physically see it.
By the way, whiteboard, that's racist.
Yes.
Black marker, racist.
True.
Yeah.
But
But I gave him a visual. Instead of talking about it, I gave him a visual look at it. I said, listen, here's the SunDaze podcast as the middle, like I showed you before, the
So
middle
we reach
circle.
out
I said, if you keep the podcast, and Nate, this goes to you too. We want to keep the podcast how it is. However, I did hear what you said, and I agree with you.
Branch off.
We can branch off. We can do a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, right? Anybody, either of these two can do it at their own house in the corner of the room. It just premiered right now.
Yeah.
By the way, if you're watching right now, the premiere of episode 35 is on YouTube. Go now. Go now.
Well, you're not gonna see this for a week, but still go and watch it.
shit.
So
Oh,
can
and we're
get
not
a
live, so yeah.
Yeah. Fuck what I said.
views
Fuck
up.
But still go fucking watch the episode.
Shout out to Pens and
And put a
Pencils,
fucking
though.
comment
Don't show
and
it up.
fucking like.
Hey.
Listen, hey, but
Shout out to Pens and Pencils.
Pens and Pencils?
Last night at Platinum City
Fire!
Gaming in Taunton.
Taunton, Mass.
Dude, awesome show, bro. That shit was
venue, too. It was a good
amazing.
venue. It was a good venue.
Amazing. It ran a little bit later, bro.
I love it.
Hey,
I love it for these guys.
we running on low batteries,
They're
but whatever.
doing their thing. No,
Yeah.
but shout out to fucking a lot of good men. Shout out to fucking
Brian
K.
K.
Welch.
Welch.
Shout out to
Aaron
Mr. Aaron
Zigman.
All Nighter.
Aaron
Shout out
All Nighter,
to
yo. Don't
Music
hold me Aaron All Nighter.
Man.
Yeah.
Shout out
Fall
to
River,
Mr.
you know.
Carcunhao. Shout out to Mr. Ariel. Is it? I'm not gonna,
Australia.
I know Australia, but he's also got Goulion.
That's his government.
His government.
Go
name.
by his
Yeah. But
station
shout out
name.
to Ariel. Yeah.
That's what's up.
Am I missing anybody? I think that's
Lexi O'Connor.
team. Fucking obviously paper cuts.
Ryan Beck, that homo.
Kiki,
What?
Ryan Beck Senior.
Ryan Beck, what the hell, bro?
Where you
What
at?
on here?
Nobody will take your
Shit.
PG Mina.
Where you
What?
at? Where's he
Wait,
at?
what?
Where is he?
What did I
He wants
say?
to be on the podcast. Why is he
Okay,
here?
sir. And he says that we talk about him every week. Sir.
Well, we are now.
Do
bitch.
you motherfucking want to be on this podcast? Because you have an open motherfucking invitation. We're trying to fucking swear less here, but you have an open invitation to come and show any fucking Sunday of the fucking year. Please come here. We're asking you. Thank you, sir. Thank you,
This
sir.
motherfucker. Holy
That's it. The
shit.
podcast is over.
That's
Alright.
it. You know what? It's
But
all
yeah.
your fault, Ryan.
Let's
I'm
do it.
gonna cancel the fucking podcast because you won't come on.
Man.
What color's that host?
Let's do it.
Well,
Is it?
And I'm back.
What color's the host?
What, the ones that they gave out the free cocaine?
Is it the same color as the shit in the bag?
Cocaine. Did somebody take a? Hey,
Is it the same colors as the baggies they're passing out?
Do you know what is sort of mind blowing? But it goes to show you how the fucking
The
world
war on
works right
drugs
now.
is a fucking joke.
That when we were
Oh, yeah,
sitting
let's get
here
into that
on the
one.
couch with Mr. John Freeman and Mr.
Bruh.
Billy
Billy Taylor.
that Billy said that he hadn't heard a fucking thing
Word
about
about it,
cocaine in
yes.
the White House.
Yeah.
How, pray tell you, is that fucking possible?
Did you hear the
In
question
this
I
day and
asked? No,
age?
but did you listen to the
But
question I asked
the
him
reason
afterwards?
why he didn't know that.
Did you ask? No, did you listen to the question I asked him right afterwards? Because I went down that road with him. I said,
What do you listen to?
I said, what
CNN,
channels? I said, what channels do you listen to for your
He
intake
said,
of
he
news?
said Channel 5,
He said, yes.
7.
Hey,
That's
there's your
local
answer.
shit.
There's your answer.
Those
because
local channels,
they're
have you ever
bubble.
seen when
They'll
they break
block
it
you.
down?
It's owned by 4 people.
This is going to end up being a clip on the show, but when they break it down, all the local channels, all in unison,
We've
saying
had-
the same exact
We have had that.
scripted.
We had
fucking
that
thing.
on the SunDaze page.
Right, but we didn't. But we never had it as a clip.
No,
on the show.
no.
That's-
Note
to
exactly.
self.
Not as a clip, yeah.
More alarming, some media outlets publish these same fake stories without checking facts first.
The sharing of biased and
False news has become all too common on social media.
More alarming, some media outlets publish these same fake stories without checking facts first.
Dude, you are the biggest fuck up on the film planet Earth. You know that? You are the worst person in the world.
Second to worst. Second to
You're
worst.
fucking-
Why do you have to bring it?
Because you wear toboggans and your toes are ugly as fuck.
But I wore sneakers today to try to impress you.
You did impress me. That's why you walked in. I was 15% hard when you walked in.
I know.
I wanted to rub feet together
I
like
wanted to
this.
get it up to 35%,
Dan already did though.
like Mike Pence. I don't even know,
Ooh,
dude.
is he at 35?
But do you
Is
see?
he?
This is real quick before we even get into all.
Yeah.
List. But have you guys
Stop
fucking seen? Have you guys seen this shit that a lot of media is like speculating that they think that in the time it's going to take for the 2024 election to occur, that they don't think that Joe Biden is going to be like you
Alive?
can see like and this is not a joke. It's not being funny.
if-
That's just real life.
If
agree.
anybody
He's
does,
declining.
if
I agree
anybody
with
does vote for him,
Rapidly.
I'm sorry
No,
to
it's not
say,
the
but
same.
you
No, no,
you
no,
don't
no,
care
no.
about America.
I'm,
Don't listen to what he's
I'm
saying.
saying I
Don't
believe
listen to what he's
that the
saying.
Democratic Party
Oh, okay.
is
He's not
trying
going
to
to make it to
remove
24
him.
to even be voted for.
So
Like,
whoever
they're
the
gonna
vice
stop
president
like
is,
they're gonna stop protecting them too.
They already are. They already started.
They started.
yo, what's up with RFK Jr.
The,
man?
the White House
So-
is in full fucking damage
Defense
right now,
mode, dude.
And
The
it's
media's
not-
turned on him. As of recently.
And
As
we
of
talked
recently.
about this
do you-
too,
do you
but
want-
it's continuing. And to
getting worse.
say that it's not, I believe she said it's irresponsible to question if Hunter Biden or his cousin, I forget her name, but they both have documented cocaine habits and have been to rehab for it. But it's irresponsible for the media to question: is it possible that one of them? I mean,
Oh,
what the
because we're
fuck
at
are we
such a
actually talking
sensitive
about?
time. Yeah.
Are we living in?
Hey,
bro,
take off the
fantasy fucking
blinders. Take off the damn blinders.
Damn.
Take off the
Fucking
damn
aggressive,
blinders,
bro.
Take off the damn blinders.
Mm.
That's all I'm saying.
I'm
Take the
fucking-
blinders off.
We're here.
Are we serious
straight.
right now? Like,
We masturbate. No, I'm sorry. I don't want to. Right.
take off the blinders.
Put the glass back on, bud.
Yeah.
Okay. But you know what I'm saying? Like, no, but you're seeing it happen in real
Live
time.
time, yeah.
Like, I'm following it because I really do think that they're just gonna talk. Because, dude, they're seeing what everyone else is seeing. Did you see Kamala Harris do her fucking AI?
For Jamaica, one of the issues that has been presented as an issue that is economic in the way of its impact has been the pandemic. So to that end, we are announcing today also that we will assist Jamaica in COVID recovery by assisting in terms of the recovery efforts in Jamaica that have been essential to, I believe, what is necessary to strengthen not only the issue of public health, but also the economy.
It's just like, please, somebody.
I just
Because
don't-
nobody will
I
ever
don't.
answer me. I'm probably going to post it again today. Please tell me that everyone in
If
the
you're gonna
world,
come, don't come.
everyone in this country
Don't come.
watches this woman speak and is just fucking baffled.
She
That this person is the
she's
vice president of the United
she's
States.
a typical lawyer. She will repeat
less than that.
things.
Dude, she's
She doesn't
less
even
than
talk.
that,
She doesn't
bro.
even talk like
no,
normal.
but this is what
She
I'm saying.
talks-
She ran on that though for years.
You would expect
Same
when
thing.
she's
Repeat,
speaking.
Repeat.
You're right. Word salad. You're
Yes.
right with the word salad shit. But the way that she's talking
Consistency
to,
of idiocracy.
she breaks it down to such
Right?
simple talk that I would expect when the camera pans to the audience that she would be talking to like kindergartners. But she's talking to adults, and a lot of times
She hired-
very intelligent people.
She hired
You can't
act-
tell me these
she
people are
hired
like,
Who are you lying?
actors.
Who are you lying to?
this dumb fuck.
She's not talking to intelligent people like that. She's talking to people that she thinks she needs to talk like that to. Would you, let me ask you this, put yourself in her shoes.
I'm
You're
saying
telling me,
it's not kindergartners. It's people.
I know,
It's
but
people who are
why?
not.
But why is
It's
she
not-
talking? Why is she talking like she's talking to grade school people?
Just-
Two people that you're right. When you look at the audience,
AI.
it looks like people that would be right, college educated. But if you're talking to a room of college educated people, how do you grab their attention? It isn't talking like you're talking to a fourth grader.
Yeah.
So that
that's
doesn't
what
make
I'm
sense,
saying.
does it? It doesn't make sense.
That's
So-
what I'm saying. It doesn't. I don't
Okay,
see what fuck's going on.
okay.
Like she said, AI.
What's the motive?
AI. It's very complicated, but it's just two letters, bro.
It goes back to the
Come
Democratic
on,
Party. It goes back to the Democratic Party.
Hey, I
Who
disagree.
follows the Democratic
Well,
Party?
Hey.
And why is she talking like that?
I
I
fucking
disagree.
can't take this anymore.
Disagree.
What's the what party does follows Democrat? What people? What type of Americans follow the fucking Democratic Party? And you wonder why
Rich
she's
people?
talking like
No.
that.
No.
You wonder why she's
Whoa,
talking like that.
Whoa. First off, don't put them all in a box.
Right.
Because
I
think
get
about
that.
it.
No,
But
J-
she's doing that.
J-
No, I'm
J-
not.
J-
I am not.
No, JFK
She's doing that.
Jr.
I'm
JFK
observing
Jr.
her movements.
I know. I understand that. JFK Jr. is a Democrat.
Yes.
But what's he
Right.
trying to do right now? He's trying
To
to
expose.
let
And
the
peep this.
truth out. And people are like, no. And now everything's all
Now-
switched
now it's
around
demonized.
because the Democratic
exactly.
Party is making money off of war. Let's get serious. They're making money off
That's
of
what it's
war
all
right
about.
now.
It's
Yeah.
about
and
and
the Republicans
they
have done
a
that
beef
for
that they
years.
can
So-
never
It
give up
used to
on.
be like that, but the
With
Democrats
Russia.
stole their playbook, stole that play out of their playbook, and now they're
Like the
running it.
fucking Democrats literally are fucking neocons right now. It used to be the Republicans. Like it's switched. It's fucking flipped.
I just wanna go pick up a black
the
rocket,
Democratic
bro.
Party was in fucking Ku Klux
Right.
Klan. I'm sorry that it makes
Yeah,
people
yeah.
upset
Yeah,
who are
but
Democrats,
they've been racist the entire
but it was
time.
literally like you can't
It-
deny. This
they've
is why.
disguised it. They've
Peep this.
disguised it.
But
This
even-
is why they want to erase our fucking
But
past. in this
even
country.
say- even
Because
say-
they're the fucking.
This is why she's talking like that. For what you just said, you just answered your own question.
Thank
The
you.
reason why she's
Thank you,
talking
Sal.
like a fucking to a second graders is because of what you just said. Those Americans fucking follow her, so she needs to talk to them as they see fit. Now, I'm not saying it's true. I'm saying her viewpoint to them is that they're lesser than us, so we need to talk down to them.
the problem
That's
that
not
I have,
my
though-
viewpoint.
Didn't
though.
she
But
keep?
the problem I
Didn't
have,
she
though-
keep prisoners in jail for longer than their
They were
sentences
supposed to.
for
Yeah.
free
In California.
labor
Yes.
in the prison
When it was-
system?
What's that called? What's that
When
called?
it was
weapon?
cool-
It's called slavery.
Is even Kamala ready for President Kamala?
The question I have for you, Madam Vice President, is that enough for you as a sort of a political actor to establish yourself in the minds of the American people as a credible successor, if need be, to President Biden?
Right now, we are focused on doing everything we can, and we will continue to focus on doing everything we can to deliver for the American people.
No, but
That's fucking slavery. That's
like
what
the
it is.
13th.
Okay, ready? And why are they talking down to people like this? Again, this all goes back to the Democratic Party's fucking racist.
But what's weird is when it was cool, when it was cool to be tough on crime and
It
law
was
and
okay.
order,
It was okay.
she was in it to fucking win it, stuffing everybody in jail. But now that it's
For a dime bag?
no fucking bail and nothing's a crime except for defending yourself and your property.
Sounds like you're pandering to your
I don't
your
understand.
following.
It's like
pandering. It's pandering.
But it's like I don't understand how Joe Biden's entire career, especially his early career, he
He was
aligned
a
himself
racist piece of
with
shit,
all
dude, in the
fucking racist.
Yeah.
But people tell me,
How many minutes in?
don't you understand?
change. People
don't
change.
you understand that people can grow?
People
it's called
change.
growth. And I
Oh,
say,
yeah.
and I say, honestly, can I just say this?
No, they really can.
I'm backing you up.
But I actually want to say it, and I've said it many times before. In your heart of hearts, think to yourself. You don't have to discuss it with anyone else.
If you have a
Do
heart.
you really believe that this 80-year-old man believes in everything that he's pushing? Or do you think that he's just doing it for his fucking political gain? You think an 80-year-old fucking racist white man believes in all the trans stuff
I don't think
and
he
all
even,
the racist stuff?
I don't even think he believes he's even president right now.
Dude.
Bro,
He doesn't. He calls himself senator. How many times have you called himself senator?
He's called his wife
his
president
declination.
before. Dude, his wife is
His
fucking
declination
nurse. We were
of,
just
like,
talking about this,
mental
me and Joe.
health is
His
gone.
wife, you know, Jill changes his diaper.
Declination is a word,
And
right?
did you see?
Right? Am I
It's
right?
actually on the
Yeah,
list.
Obama
Whatever.
actually runs it in the background.
But since we're on it, oh dude, I have a fucking ill picture
Uncle
with
Joe.
with Obama having Biden as a dummy,
Yeah.
as a dummy, Biden as a dummy on his lap. I gotta post it. It's fucking gold.
Is he
But
sniffing the
what I'm
dummy's
saying,
ass?
you guys must have heard this because you're into the it's in your
the
wheelhouse.
political sphere.
But do you see this shit that with just like everything else, dude, everything bad about the Bidens is just right now it's coming fast and fucking furious. They're throwing it and they're trying to fucking block all this
Yo,
shit. But the fact that they're saying that he is inappropriate, do you know what I'm talking about? That he speaks terrible, swears, gets a very short temper.
he's bad
with
on
all
the
his
staff. On the staff,
with
yeah.
all his staff. All
That's-
this stuff is said. He's basically like
Dementia.
you
Those
know,
are
like
signs
a
of
grumpy,
dementia.
you know, like a grumpy. Everyone's like a grumpy old grandfather that's
Speaking
like
of-
out of it.
Dementia.
Hey,
Those
hey,
are
hey, let me
telltale signs
It
of
makes you
dementia.
aggressive. It makes
Let
you
me
aggressive.
let me just let you know.
Let me know.
My
Let me know.
stepmother,
Yes,
she
yes.
had dementia. Okay, I'm gonna put this out
He's
there.
gone blessed.
When she ended up going into her last stages of life, she ended up getting like super sexual, talking about stuff.
That's
that's
because
part of the
you go in reverse.
Because
We go in reverse, so she's probably in her
it's a
mind.
it's a
She was like on the
natural-
teenage
yes,
level because
yes.
you know you go in reverse. Eventually, they turn into like a baby.
boundaries break.
It's
And sons. The weird thing is, women with dementia, especially if the husband has
many
passed away by this
dementias?
point, the sons
Dementias.
usually look. Listen, the sons usually look very similar to their fathers, and in their dementia, they look like the husband in their young years, and they try to come on to their son's stuff. Have you ever heard that before?
No,
with
that's
dementia?
not-
It's very
That's
common.
interesting.
Yeah, it's a very common thing, and you sort of just you don't want to upset them, so you sort of play along with it. Obviously,
We do
to a-
no, I'm
point.
listen, I'm not
You
pressing.
know,
Out
something-
of pure curiosity, where'd you get that from? I want to look into that. That's kind of curious. You sparked my interest with that. Did you watch? I'm asking. Did you read something?
It's
Did
been
you
through-
watch? Did you watch something on YouTube?
So
Like,
it's
what's
been
up?
through stuff that I've watched,
Gotcha.
documentaries.
You send me a link later.
Movies.
Do you know
Yeah.
any
I want
like
to
for
see
sure? Or
it.
like, did you-
That's what I want. I
Did
want
you
to
get
see
reference?
I
Oh
want to see
yeah,
it.
dude, we'll fucking clip it, man.
Alright,
We'll
yeah.
clip it.
We'll put
But
references,
it's like,
we'll put
and I've known
references.
people too. It's really a thing that I would like us
Okay, let's hear it.
to. That I would like us to actually. It can be one of the things. Like I'm always trying to find
The war-
something.
what section
No,
of the
like I was gonna
assessment?
say like charity wise, like something that we can like dementia is really a huge thing, and they got everyone excited recently with the medications they said that was very helpful, but I think it's kind of crapping out. I don't know, but it is a terrible disease. I've known quite a few people who their family members have had it, and it's just like it's terrible for the family because eventually they don't know who you are. But like you love them, so you still.
Dude.
But like that sexual thing really is true.
Yo,
I look like similar to you.
Even also,
I'm curious. Like, now you said,
I look very similar to my father. But yeah, so I'm gonna look it up.
Does that mean your mother gets dementia? She might come on.
Yo, before we get all into all this, this sounds like this is sounding like some corn, the old corn hub before they had to change. Remember, it was all like family,
bro.
Yeah,
that was like.
Do you know what I'm talking about? Everything was your stepsister and your stepmother, and like. Even your father, like
your mom,
your sister. I don't get it, dude.
Am I going Pornhub? I don't.
Who the hell?
I don't even look at that shit. But
who's ranking down to that though?
But I thought when you
better not you son of a bitch.
Hold on. I thought when you search, I thought when you search threesomes all the time, threesomes would pop up on your thing, right? Because it's But if I'm doing glory holes and threesomes, why is what you hold on? Why is what you're saying?
What the hell he's doing?
Why is what you're saying?
Why is big titted blonde?
No, why are fucking no? It's not the. Why is the incest popping up when I don't ever search that? But I'm going back to your point. Why?
Wait, you watch porn?
I have on my phone.
Fucking right, I do.
On my phone, I have an internet search.
Who doesn't, man?
That it doesn't.
It doesn't match to what you search.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't.
It
tries to turn you to
no,
a direction.
sorry, it's incognito. It doesn't save any of my searches, so I don't need to hide the corn.
I have the incognito too. You do realize that doesn't do anything, right?
You know how much. You know how much of
no, but Google has it still tracked.
You know how much
about.
You know how much of a fat
three-letter agencies are still knowing that you're looking at monkey porn.
Yo, so you know how much of a fat ass I am? I thought you said
allegedly,
and I was like, damn.
I did say
porn on the car, bro.
Because you can't say
with the
on the.
You can't say.
No, you know that on YouTube.
I'm saying porn.
Porn
on the. Yeah. I'm like,
you
dude,
can't say porn on. We were talking about this earlier.
You can't say P that rhymes with orange.
You can't say P that rhymes with orange. You can't say R that rhymes with grape.
Yeah.
You can't remember we saying we need to go over a list of what's acceptable and what's not because we need to stop following.
So you can't say
some more fucking strict guidelines. You know what I'm saying?
You can't say.
We still upload.
You hear what that asshole said?
Listen,
we still upload that asshole said? He's talking shit.
We still upload to YouTube, right? But we don't push YouTube anymore.
He just sent that your way.
Alright, listen. I still push YouTube a little. You can do what you want because I think you didn't push this last episode.
I think
because it was kind of like a weird thing.
I pushed it once,
but I pushed it
with like 100-something shares.
I actually see that's weird then because I actually joined even more podcast things.
Me too.
I'm actually going to. I told you, and this is serious. So be on the lookout and check out for it. I'm going to because we know plenty of other people who do podcasts too. I'm making a fucking podcast promotion. So let's start making. Dude, I have pages. You've seen. I think you like my Vikings on one of my because I have groups just floating around out in the guy of the Walking Dead and the Walking Dead group. The Vikings,
we know about your glory hole.
The fucking men who love what? What? All right, so now that
speaking of sex,
by the way, everything that we just spoke about.
Speaking of
I
sex,
just tell you this real quick. No, you can do that, but real quick before you use that, and you're on it. Every single thing that we just talked about, we just freestyled off the top. Like that's gonna be worse.
None of what we just did
is on the
list
at all. Like it's like something like this, but like
20 minutes into this, we haven't even touched one topic.
We're about 11.
Are we insane people? Like,
no,
I don't know. Like I
you know what I mean? But we're this was all like off. None of this was prefab. This was he brought up one thing that just took us right, and we just went with it. So
and by the way,
but see, we can do that.
By the way, just letting you know, a lot of people that fucking hated on Trump. And we're like, oh, he's gonna lead us to war.
Trump. What?
Who voted for Biden?
Biden.
Get them both out of there, dude.
And that's why believe it or not. You know what? I want Jory to let's get back on the rails because I know we're just gonna keep fucking. Let's start from this.
We can do this for years.
I like what I wrote here too.
So wait, we are gonna do it for years.
Maybe I love myself, but yeah.
So we're talking all this sex shit, right?
Yeah, but can you read
sex, drugs, and the devil?
No, but all week long you've been posting reels.
Production, keep things simple, keep it simple, stupid. Occam's razor, right? You got this guy. We never found coke in there before. You got a dude who's doing coke on tape. Who's got a reputation of being a cokehead. He's living in the White House. He's there on Friday. The coke's found on Sunday, and everybody's like, gosh, who could it be?
Exactly.
And Hunter being like looking at the bag coke like, I've never seen that before.
So the biggest story, and my question to you is, this is a topic that Styles has come up with. It's sex, drugs, and Satan worship as usual in the Biden household.
Is it not?
Let me ask you a question, because this is your topic on this, right? Do you think that A?
Don't say I like cocaine.
Do you think
I like the way it
that
smells,
the
sir.
cocaine was planted on purpose? And B, if your answer is yes, I want you to double down, both of you. And
Sweet.
if it was,
That's a good question. I like that.
If it was planted, why?
Wait, they planted coca leaves in the White House? No.
Yes, we're gonna go cocaine. No, so unless you want to go first, I actually.
If you got something, if you have something.
So basically, what I'm saying is, I think it's almost like a 50-50 split.
You see, I'm going with that, right? Like you think
I think
was
either,
like a 50 bag?
It's either most likely Hunter's or his. I think it's his cousin.
Not
right?
who's the motive behind it.
What I'm saying is, I think
It's
that's
to
either
throw
legitimate.
more shit off.
I believe that it's 50-50. I really do believe this. This is just my opinion. That it's 50-50. One of the Biden family, I mean, they clearly all love cocaine. I mean, I can't.
Stimulants.
One of the Biden family
of all sorts
brought the cocaine because they always meet in this room, the puppies and shit like that.
No,
like,
this debate is the half of you saying that this is
somebody brought it in.
All right, yes,
and
yes.
there was a mistake for whatever reason. The person put it in the wrong cupboard, which that shit can happen.
Found your pocket or something,
Like,
whatever.
it always works out, like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And because you're, like, if you were just a regular Joe Smo, like, you would get, like, patted down or something like that.
A regular
In the
Joe
family.
Biden Smo?
So that is a major possibility. Yeah. And then on the other half, I would say, since we see that even the Democratic Party, as much as some people want to say that they're not, they seem to be turning on the Biden.
Dude, stop looking at it as party.
Big fucking.
You gotta look at it
no,
like.
No, but I get that though, bro. But the thing is,
they're just
right. People think because we're talking about what
I meant
you piece of garbage.
I know. Well, we'll edit that out, but
our word.
But what I'm saying is, they are they're messy
it's cognitive.
humans. They're
Be
messy
disabled,
humans.
sir. I hate you.
Let me ask you this.
Oh, that's hate speech.
Let me ask you this.
Shout out to Riverside Community Healthcare. Dan doesn't mind. He just called people bad words.
Do you think someone really brought coke as an accident, or do you think that was planted as a story to cover something else?
I do believe that that's probably. Hey, buddy.
I don't think it's 100%. That's all I'm saying.
Look at my submarine that went in the.
I think it's like half because, like I was saying earlier, it seems like somebody's basically. If this is the way you want to look at it, there's basically somebody in front of the White House with just fucking mounds of evidence packed in, and they're fucking
Whether you choose.
Kareem, jump here.
The
binder says I have nothing more to say about that. It also says tell a lie.
All right. So if it is to cover something, what was that planted there for to cover up on?
Sorry.
If it's there as a magic trick, right? If everyone's supposed, what is the real trick that the audience is supposed to be looking at?
So if somebody fucking
what are they trying to cover?
No, my idea is that the Democratic Party wants it to be there, wanted to be found and come out to make them look bad because they do eventually not
to get Biden out.
They do not expect Biden. Yes.
So you're saying that could be like
the guy, even his people know he's declining at a rapid fucking rate.
Oh, 100%.
How can you
stop doing the butterfly?
Think about what's gonna happen. But think what's gonna happen if this motherfucker dies on the job.
You saw that news clip I showed you yesterday, right? The 10,000
Did it come on
AKs and fucking was it 200 fucking rocket launches, 80,000 rounds.
They seized a bunch of like, top tier weapons
on its way to the Oman.
What
is it? Oman.
Middle East. It was
Oman Sea. Like on its way there.
Yeah, but that's
okay. So I'm not saying that the cocaine thing was just to throw that off, but maybe the cocaine thing was supposed to throw that off, and maybe that ship wasn't going to get seized.
The reason why I asked that was there a big story that. The reason why I asked that was
is that even out there?
Was that there, right? It's like the cocaine because that really took over the news.
Yeah.
What else did the news put in the news but dropped like one time on a Monday? Yeah. What was the real story? Did anyone
I know one goddamn thing.
The U.S. did good. We got a whole bunch of guns and we got rockets.
I know one thing that no one is fucking paying attention to.
Here's why so many countries are abandoning the dollar. In recent days, 6 major economies have announced they're no longer trading in the U.S. dollar, using their own currencies instead. These are Russia, China, Iran, Saudi Arabia, Brazil, and India.
I'm just fucking beside myself because you're not seeing this every single goddamn time that Russia does something.
Damn good, brother.
Like when they dumped all the fuel on the drones. I know it's petty, I know it seems goofy, but every time they do something that is perceived as a win to them, What they're not showing us that the president of China is going to fucking Russia. Yeah, good job, but like, you know, does anybody fucking know this?
Xi Jinping.
Every single time that somebody good job, brother. Like they are.
That is so. No, bro. It's 10 times worse than what you're saying right now. They've even.
But it's not nothing, and everyone's still just like.
No, you're not getting. No, it's not that.
We are so amazing.
It's not that it's nothing. It's our media. Our media is not telling the people. So you're only getting that information if you follow independent news.
Yeah,
that's the only way you get that info.
Yo, you need to follow independent news because, dude,
Saudi Arabia.
They're gonna just
Saudi Arabia is the linchpin that keeps the United States petrodollar afloat, and they've already made statements this week that they were going to stop using the U.S. dollar as the reserve currency, and that they're going to go to a different currency.
Oh,
that's a major fucking blow, dude. Listen, Saudi Arabia, I mean this, is the linchpin to those OPEC countries. You take Saudi Arabia away, the rest of those OPEC countries follow Saudi Arabia's move.
Like, don't you think that whole plan and operation, the way they behave, don't you think that them trying to buy into all these United States sports fucking that has something to do with it too? Because it does.
It's a look. I'm buying this shit over here, but I'm really moving my fucking real money over here. It's another magician trick.
I saw the King
We're buying into the team.
Hey everybody, check out King of Clones on Netflix, and in it, I believe it was for the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia. They have a huge complex where they breed chemicals. I said chemicals.
Chinese story?
No.
Oh, this is a good one.
CRISPR?
Yeah. You know what CRISPR is?
No.
CRISPR is genetic engineering. They were trying to see if it could be used to eliminate genes that cause certain diseases.
Yeah.
Right? And so, this is what they did in China. They said they were inoculating these children for HIV. So now they can't get... But it just, by happenstance, made them much smarter.
Right.
It increased their IQ substantially.
Interesting.
And I think they put the doctor in jail after it was over.
Amazing.
The Chinese were like, we didn't have anything to do with that. This man's a criminal.
Right.
Let's see if that's the case. Okay, now new research shows the same alteration introduced into the girl's DNA, detection of a gene called CCR5, not only makes mice smarter, but also improves human brain recovery after stroke and could be linked to greater success at school. Okay,
and the guy, I forget his name.
You know Australia has a huge camel problem?
I'll get the fucking clip and shit.
No,
but he's an Asian dude.
And
you guys will know this. Do you know Dolly, the clone llama from back in the day?
Yeah.
Remember, in the 90s?
I remember that.
This is the same
Dolly
dude.
Kamala?
This is the same dude. He's been involved with all the major cloning work, like
for animals.
Just all, and his fall from grace, because he was loved because of cloning animals and shit. His fall from grace. Well, he's also trying to bring back.
He didn't fall on his face. He fell
He's
off
also trying to bring back the woolly mammoth.
They're already in process.
No, do you know how you can do it? Like
found DNA
with an elephant too. You know how like in each generation.
CRISPR?
Listen, I know. I'm sorry to get to
No,
this. So the dude works in it. So he had a fall from grace because
it is CRISPR though. You know that, right?
Yes, I do.
No, that's gene editing.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah.
That's how you get rid of fucking disease.
That's how they do it though.
But the thing that they do with the cloning
Reverse.
is attached to that stem cell research. Do you notice that there was a point where they were saying that stem cell research was going to be like the savior for fucking man, and then people walk out. But no, but you don't hear about it as much the way you did before
because they don't want everyone getting it.
But
there's no money in everyone getting it.
They don't even.
But
really
these people
do it in
were
the US,
making human clones, but saying that they were just making the human clones just to experiment with, and that they were never being.
We would never do it on humans.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
We'll make it 20.
But anyways, he works for Saudi Arabia,
there,
the Crown Prince fucking camel stables, and they're like prize camel that was like the hugest camel with the biggest fucking
genetically modified.
Yeah, like he's fucking whatever he is. When he died, they
Joe
fucking robbed it.
Joe
when he died, no, he wasn't
Right,
genetically modified. He was an outlier. And
that's crazy.
He wasn't
How much water can
he was an outlier, but when he died, they said
they cloned it, right?
They said lop off his balls and freeze him because shit hadn't got that far yet. But now,
but they knew it was
dude,
coming.
there's like they've made like 15.
So wait, Jay-Z's cousin.
Yeah, and they're all fucking. And it's like a weed plant. When you clone a weed plant, it identifies as the host identically. So hey, you know how it goes.
On your.
It's that SunDaze.
It's that.
Say, come on, take him on. SEAL Team 6.
It's that slap your fucking local racist.
No. You two fat motherfuckers, man. Get your fucking shirts on, you clowns. Jesus Christ.
No, we need
I'll
one with
bring
the
your
QR
fucking
codes.
retina
You
on,
need
sir.
to do that.
To do the podcast?
I was gonna. Sir. I was
That's
gonna.
fine.
But you know, I think we need to get I think
Back on topic?
I need to get some more drip. No, I think we need to get some more drip. No, we do need to get back on topic too. So
what's up with all the complaints?
We already kind of got. You want
when you
this?
send the shirts to all the subscribers, bro?
I want.
This is what happens. This is what happens when you throw temper tantrums and you're the fucking top man in the land. There are complaints about Biden and how he treats his White House staff. Now I know we had talked about this a little bit, but let's really deep dive in this. Weapon, why do you think that Joe Biden is getting these accusations thrown at him about being a tyrant in the White House?
I think he's a horrible actor, and I don't think he's really acting. I think he is losing his goddamn mind. He's probably irritated still being in the skin, being in the position he's in. Yeah.
You know,
what do you call it? Is it dementia?
Bro, if it's not,
would you say it's dementia?
if it's not, then what the hell is it?
It's major senility.
You know, one time Kelly got mad because she said she wanted to use toys in the bedroom. She came in and I was a bit. This is really gonna work out for you on my fucking podcast. And when she came in, I was in bed driving a car.
None of our real alpha males give a fuck about what your beta ass does.
All have dementia.
No, right, I'm cutting it out.
I know fake jury tape. I know, that's okay. You can live in your fucking...
Is Biden declining? Yes, he's probably... Yeah.
Is Jory a fuckhead?
Yes.
Of course, that's 100%. That's like 10,000.
35 to 75.
I suck.
Done.
No, you don't.
I'm horrible.
Between the ages of 35 and 75.
So you're my friend.
That's it.
That's why I reach out to you.
That's what should be going on.
Sometimes you rough me up. Sometimes you give me like a good... I prefer the nice talk.
Dude, hit him real quick.
Yeah. One second.
Slap a local racist.
Oh, we didn't give him the cupboard this week. There's no
sir.
No, good. Don't give him.
I'm good, sir. Go.
He's gonna fucking...
I apologize. Go.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, go.
Ooh.
Shoot, sir.
No, but how do you guys feel about it? You think Joe
feel
Biden's declining?
that he is
absolutely.
Bro.
That's a given. Anyone with two fucking eyes can see that.
But the thing that's funny,
if you're in denial,
people
then
get so mad. But the thing is, it's not just about age.
Him on the beach. Him on the beach. That's the next thing. Him on the beach. He's like, he can't even open the chair. He's like falling out. Like, come on, bro. What are we doing?
He was wrestling with a fucking beach
Honestly,
chair,
if he went to go swim and he got bit by a shark,
it's just,
it might be a good.
It's just scary to see the leader of the free world.
He runs the fucking country, my guy.
He didn't just run the country.
They don't.
He runs the free world.
Free world.
He does not run the country.
Where they're
I
understand that.
He's the face. He's the face of that, bro. So now, again, everyone hates fucking Trump. Everyone's so mad, bro.
It's similar to monarchies.
Listen, in the world, what were people doing and having the views of us when Trump was in office? Do you think Putin, who's the man of men, right? He's the alpha.
Fuck you, Putin.
Was Putin making the moves he was while Trump was in office? No. You know why? Because there was another fucking staunch male alpha like, bro, make that move and I'm gonna backhand you. But they don't look at Joe Biden like that.
And you know what they say though about that? They say, that's because Donald Trump is best buddies with Putin because he... They say, that's because Donald Trump is best buddies with Putin because he colludes with Russia.
Great, cool.
Russian collusion, guys!
I mean if
hold on.
Fake Russian collusion!
He was friends with him, but hit Russia with the highest fucking tariffs ever. But I'm cool with... But Paul, that's me being cool with you.
And I'm gonna tax you for the shit you send to my country.
Absurdly high, but I'm cool with you. That makes sense.
No, it doesn't make sense.
That makes sense.
And dude, I
Come on.
absolutely
Fucking
believe.
retarded.
I absolutely call me crazy. Because I've said before, I don't think that Trump is the answer to this country's problems.
I don't know.
But do I believe what he said when he said that his first day in office that he would contact Putin and get shit fucking? I absolutely.
I believe him, 100%, and he would.
He
would.
He went to North Korea.
Like,
The only one.
need
The
to,
only one
like,
ever.
Because you need to.
You
Here's
talk
the
about
problem.
peace, bro. You talk about peace.
The
You want
Abraham
world-
Accords.
You want
The
world
Abraham Accords, bro. He
And,
stopped all that Middle East war.
Concessions.
Why?
Like, what they're asking for is insane, and Russia's never going to go for it. What they want for the war to
You want a
end
hot hour on Russia?
is for Russia to get the fuck out of Ukraine,
Russia went
and
to
even
Ukraine.
further, come out of Donbass, which is completely by Ukraine, doesn't even care about Ukraine.
It's the same.
bro.
It's the same people.
They're Russian. I mean, they're all Russians.
Russia went to
But
the
we
table
love
last
Putin though,
year.
because we fucking
Play
say.
it. Play it.
Bro, Russia went to the table last year for peace talks. Joe Biden and fucking
And-
what's the other dude from England? The
Fucking Boris Johnson.
Boris Yeltsin.
Johnson. It is Johnson. I am right.
Is that
Boris
Boris?
Johnson. And
Yeah,
he's called the British Trump, actually.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
The dude with the fucking hair, with the
Boris
with the blonde hair.
Listen,
They both went there and
Remember I
told
told
him
you that I'm always
no.
right? Because people always doubt me and then...
You want me to call you? You want me to make a phone call and find out how ready you are?
Yes, do it. Why not? Because she'll tell you.
You want to get cluster
She said,
bomb?
you're right, he should be leaving right now.
You want to get cluster bomb?
He's beyond blessed, ladies.
Yes, beyond blessed. Dude,
Right.
people who say... Do you know people who say that? It's kind of like a funny thing. The people who usually say it are fucking... I mean, no offense, because I... but it's
Paul
like...
loves us.
Love us.
Oh, honeys.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude,
hey,
when
hey,
Dan, you know he
Walmart
went to school
special,
for
$7.
massage therapy,
Alright,
right?
so I know.
Has he ever like rubbed your shoulder?
He massaged my cock yesterday at the studio.
Like I don't care when Dan
Gotta-
starts rubbing my shoulders.
gotta pay
I don't
him
care if
no
this
way,
is gay. Like
It feels good.
it feels good. So.
Yeah, so if it feels good, it makes it okay.
I mean, maybe my dick should
I
be
just had
hard
a
when he does it,
conversation.
but- What? Sir! Don't you say those things here.
I just had a
This
conversation.
is a children's program.
Just had a
God.
Had a conversation with a kid last night at the show.
When you scooped them up,
No.
They said white people
Well,
are
I had to
crazy.
put him in a headlock to get the fucking.
I heard they were saying
But
white people are crazy.
I went to school for a 900-hour program. I went to school for massage therapy.
do the whole
when I was-
900?
Honestly, I
You do the whole
don't.
900?
Yeah.
Honestly, like, don't you actually enjoy doing it too? Like, you
Dude,
don't wanna do
it's
that?
easy work, bro.
You could
But
very easily get your license back, I believe.
honestly, I like construction. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
But
you like working with sweaty men.
no, I just like building
What?
shit.
Well, speaking of sweaty men,
I like pulling out.
No, speaking.
Transition.
Yeah, you know what's coming.
Sister.
Speaking of sweaty men, all those sweaty men that are in the non-manufacturing warehouses
Oh,
that we have in
shit.
America that are not producing ammunition. This is a topic that Styles came up with. I actually disagree with this. They're saying on the corporate news that Ukraine's running low on ammunition. Now I agree with that part, but what I don't agree with is
Now they are.
now they're saying that America's low on ammunition. I think what you're getting is a half truth here. I think yes, they are low on ammunition, but they're low on ammunition from the 70s style guns that they're using right now. All of these newer 90s and 2010 weapons, they have plenty of fucking ammo. We haven't seen them on the battlefield yet. You don't think that those type of upgraded rifles, you haven't seen those weapons yet on?
No, I partially
rounds,
agree with you, but I still feel like people are just being like fantasy land, like, oh, you know, they just have unlimited this, that, and the other thing. And,
When you make money from nothing, you have unlimited everything.
But I'm saying, what is the news that's somehow getting through all the fucking gatekeeping that they're saying Russia's actually winning the war?
Are we
Russia
low?
has already, you know how they did an offensive, Ukraine, they already stopped it, pushed them out, and they're beating them back. Ukraine is fucking dust right now.
The Omar Sea, just like we just brought up, they just
And you see Zelensky,
they just
he's
stopped a
fucking
boat
puppet.
that had 20,000.
You see how they shut him down,
200
too,
rocket launches.
You need to give us.
Where was that going though? Where
That
was
was
that
going to
for who? Was that for Russia?
That was
or for
going to Saudi Arabia.
For what though? When you say SA,
Well, like I said,
when you say SA,
it's seized by the US.
Is that for the Yemen war for them, or is that for the United? You have to understand.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So everything they seized, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't even part of the Ukraine-Russian thing. That was part of the Yemen and
so
SA.
we're low on ammo. Was that a tactic to go and seize all those guns and
just
rocket
like
launchers
people
and
want to
shit?
be like, Yeah, I know on paper that Russia has like 1,000 more nukes than us, but they're probably old. Just because I think they're probably old, so like it's just goofy, man. Like if it comes to
That's
that,
a pretty good voice.
if it comes to that, that's all there is to. There's no who has the best. It's just this, goodbye. And that's a fucking like. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be an alarmist, but that's a fucking reality.
So you're saying that there's no difference. No, but what you're saying is that there's no levels of difference in these nuclear weapons. What you're saying?
What I'm saying
is,
you
have a nuke.
If your nuke can reach other countries,
yeah, like ICBMs or whatever.
If people stop pushing buttons, there's no coming back from that.
They don't
worldwide. No question.
Everyone stops pushing buttons because all those blips stop coming up on the screen.
Though.
No, I understand, but to think that I just don't understand this.
Casualties of war.
It's the way that we're basically almost an island here in the United States that protects us from being
that's a huge advantage.
invaded.
Yes,
We're not untouchables, man.
Of course not.
And every time we think we are, we get a fucking
no. But let me ask you this: why is your view of that automatically go to we're untouchable? Because I feel like you're jumping and you're pinning the needle down. That may not be necessarily why. Like it's not that we're untouchable. It's that maybe that while Russia was in decline for the last 50 fucking years, we weren't.
Okay, but we're living in a country right now, right?
In the last 10 years, yeah. But we'll go back to 1990. Have you been since then?
Okay, but come on, right now.
Yeah.
The infrastructure, everything is falling apart. We didn't keep up with that shit.
It's not technical.
Bro,
what does that do with weapons?
Why are there fucking...
Is that the reason why weapons are better, though? It's because we took the money allocated for infrastructure and put it into...
No, they're actually spending less.
Yeah, why is weapons
military
better? You don't see those numbers. You don't see those numbers.
Right.
Those numbers are really
hidden.
hidden.
When $2.3 trillion
disappears. Where do you think that money went? That's what I mean. So you don't know that.
Hey, as much as we think that we're in a decline, we're not doing great. Sorry.
In what aspect?
But go to other countries.
What aspect are you talking about?
Army, military.
But this is sort of... But here's a question I've been asking for a long time. Answer me this
question.
Should
we vote better? Should we actually start looking at what is going on from the infrastructure? Should we actually look at it?
It shouldn't be as hard. It shouldn't be this hard to take so long to fix a bridge that's this important. It makes no sense. But the truth is, across the country, we have failed. We have failed to properly invest in infrastructure for half a century. Last 4 years, how many times did you say this is going to be infrastructure week? Well, I got so tired of hearing infrastructure.
Like, absolutely.
Well,
this is kind of the reason why.
That's jobs, though.
Let's instead of complaining all the time, be like, oh, this country, we're in decline. That's horrible. Why don't we start saying? Why don't we start saying, hey, listen, we have a good thing here. Let's make it. Let's make it better. Maybe not mega.
This is my question, and I've been.
And I agree. Let's make America fucking better.
Here's a perfect example.
Always, and why not?
I've been asking this for a long time. Why is public transportation in this country compared to the public transportation trains?
In what country? What country?
Japan will say. Japan has bullet trains.
And fucking Europe. A lot of Europe has
bullet trains.
We have the most garbage fucking public transportation.
I just gave you a logical answer. That money that was allocated on paper by Congress, $200 million.
And we're pushing electric vehicles for a fucking grid that can't fucking support it.
That's a joke. That is a joke.
Okay, but that's infrastructure.
Pushing. Okay, first off, people don't understand. To make batteries and have cobalt that is inside of your Teslas and your
you can't charge your car, you don't go anywhere. If you can't charge your car, you ain't going anywhere. They control you right now.
It's not sustainable. Somebody's going to be controlling us. It's fucking coming down.
Is there enough oil on the planet?
And I forgot to say it earlier when you mentioned about digital currency and shit like that. Why the fuck did the shit all come out about, woo, it's coming, and now there's a fucking awkward fucking silence?
The calm before the storm.
That's what.
Yo,
you took the words right out of my mouth. That's what I'm gonna say. But
I want to.
What is your, like? What do you think? Like, what's
on what topic though? What are you trying to? On digital currency?
Digital currency. What the fuck is going on?
What? No, digital currency is a broadband. Or why they hiding it? Why they dropping it and pulling it back?
Yeah. When's it gonna?
We're technically already there.
How
many times you guys use a card to pay for shit?
All the time.
That's everything.
Yeah,
all the time.
I never really carry cash anymore. And honestly, too, people are like, oh, people get robbed.
Drugs,
Yo, try to rob me, motherfucker. Try to rob me.
No, why?
Beat your mother headed.
Why?
This is a test for anyone who watches the show. Try and rob Dan. If you can rob him, you get to keep whatever you take off. Okay.
Why would the government?
Challenge.
Why is the government slowly converting away from cash into credit? You should be asking the question of why.
No, I'm
that
asking,
gives you the motive.
I'm asking. I know all that. It's a control, just like the electric vehicles. But what is going on with it? Because all of a sudden it's like, oh no, it's coming. Even though they weren't actually saying it, but it was.
Is that another? Is
Just
that
like, for example, you know what I'm talking about? How fast they're throwing piles of shit at the fucking Biden family in the White House. Where are all those people that are saying those things?
Is that
all
another
those
distraction?
Whistleblowers. Where are they going?
That's currency. That's not a distraction.
All those people,
Yeah,
all the whistleblowers, all the people are coming out and saying, we've got this evidence, we've got voice recordings. We were told that, IRS employees, fucking a handful of them, we were told to fucking not do our job, back off this from our regular procedures. Where are all these people fucking going? I've heard claims that they're getting paid off. I've heard claims that they're being disappeared. Like, where are they? Like,
what do you mean? Oh, the dude who worked on the bill.
But the thing that I do like
he shot
is
himself
that
in the chest.
it's coming so fast and furious, and
twice.
so many people have turned on them. It looks like their
himself,
usual ways. It looks like their usual ways of deflecting. Because they basically just deflected with absolute, straight out fucking lies.
I guarantee you.
I
guarantee you, we keep on going like this. I'll give us about 3 years. We're probably gonna get
3 years and what? And then what?
Hey, dude.
But you're saying
what's the outcome in 3 years? What's the outcome in 3 years?
Paulie fell asleep.
No, he said because we're talking the truth on this.
Yeah.
On this
Talking about us being in 3 years?
Yeah.
Paulie fell asleep in a bag of chips, and Putin.
And the sad thing is,
and then
Joe, you know that shit really happens.
Dude,
like,
no.
Like, you don't even have to be
Homie.
that huge of a person. Like,
Homie.
if you're saying so many things,
I know.
Like, the larger we fucking like, if we continue to grow, which, let's be fair, we have
fat, you mean?
Along the way. Do we have a lot more work to do? Absolutely. But we're moving in the right
we gotta
direction.
hit the audio.
You know what I mean?
Audio's next.
Yeah, and we need like Dan was saying earlier, and I like to hit this fucking point over and over and over again.
Home base.
All 460 people that are on the Facebook
are not subscribed.
Any of you.
None of you are subscribed.
Any of you, especially.
I will put
especially
I will
if
put you
you
in
watch the show and then you enjoy our content. Because we
support
put
us.
a lot of stuff on the page too, like.
Zero.
All our platforms, like, comment. Like, it's really not a big deal. Like, I'm not gonna force
At least
you to do
subscribe.
it.
At least
But I'm
minimum
saying,
fucking subscribe. If you're not gonna hit the like button, comment. At minimum, fucking subscribe.
I absolutely believe
it is
and I hear people on
easy.
other podcasts and stuff
Same thing.
saying,
Yo,
like,
do you know that
I know that there's people out there who watch us, enjoy us, who just will not click subscribe.
Do you know?
Or buy merch or something like that. Like, and like, but you get.
Because
You
they're
know what I'm saying?
afraid.
Like,
Because they're afraid.
Do you know?
Oh yeah,
do you
I
know?
don't want to be connected with. Like, no, you're right. Because I told you what my wife said, and she's not wrong. That like our political opinions and us being
not even
involved
political, bro.
in
It's just real life, bro.
in hip hop culture
it's political.
goes against the
It's
grain.
political, real life.
Goes against the grain. But the problem is that people look at us like we're just Republicans and Trumpsters and shit like that.
Whose fault is that though?
But it's not reality.
It's not ours.
Though. No, it's not our
That's
reality.
not. It's not up to us. It's not up to us to change your opinion on what you think.
When I said
It's
fucking
not.
your brother's trying to piss and I meant to say cornflake, and I said
Snowflake.
Dude, that was a perfect. As a
I know.
Freudian.
I want him to
That was
bring
a
through.
Freudian.
I want him to
And then
bring
you
through
see
a
pictures
yellow
of afterwards?
snowball.
Oh,
and hit you in the
dude,
head.
the thing where he showed the picture and he said, "I see why they call you Styles now. When I see this beautiful mom."
Hold on. Let me just say
But
this.
you know what?
Let me.
Hilarious.
You know what Paulie Styles Styles? You know that's really where it
Paul,
comes from.
Paul.
Like back in the
It's
day,
better that people pick
and
up
I
on
know
it.
you remember. No, yeah, but I know you remember this back in the day. I always made sure that like all my outfits match, and you to an extent but like I always like was like styling. Like that's where I got that from. Like you didn't show him the shout out to Cal Paris who's working on some new hour for us, but you didn't show him the one where it's a gun, two hands.
Yeah, no, I did yesterday.
Dude, that's been on your fucking YouTube page
But I'm
for fucking day
saying,
one.
Hey.
do you think this kid's pictures are dope? Do you think it's worth it to get? I sent him all pictures of the
Hold
three
on.
of
Let
us.
me just say this. Let me just say this to anybody that watches us.
Hit it.
If you type in SunDaze with a Z, like your days,
Capital D.
like on a
D-A-Z-E.
Sunday, okay, and you type in Styles, that's the number one that shows up.
Yeah.
You put in an S.
All you have to get is SunDaze.
SunDaze with an
spelled
S.
SUNDAZE.
No, even if you put in the S, it shows up.
And then
That's the
when
number
you get to the
one.
S of Styles.
No. You guys missing one point. That's only doing that on you guys' YouTubes because you search it that much. If you took somebody's phone who's never searched us and typed in, you'd have to go. I've already done it. I know that's what I'm saying. I've done this. I know this. You have to scroll. You have to spell out a good portion of it before it pops up.
SunDaze.
It's your search bar. Your search bar gears towards you.
You're right about a certain amount of that, but for other people, since we started, it's become more likely. The more content too.
The more you search our name,
like,
the more
do you know
up.
when I search your music on YouTube, even if I'm not signed into my account, if I go on to and go onto your if you go into like an iPad or something that I'm not signed into, I search your music, always a fucking episode that says
because Fifth is attached to the name.
Always, it's your boy Fifth.
I think was one of your first appearances.
Yeah, that's
it loves that one. It loves that one. It loves that one. So like we're fucking like connected, but not just in our searches.
Connected?
It's connected on that app or that.
Like the more that we do what we do and put everything that we're putting out there and all of our hashtags and everything, if you use the fucking hashtags too.
It'll bring right to it.
Dude, you see what I'm using now? I know it's long and ridiculous, but there's a point to it. Hashtag SunDaze SWF podcast show.
Long
you know, that's kind of goofus podcast show, but it's what I do.
All you have to do is put SunDaze.
But you can also do SunDaze SWF,
and that's more than enough.
You can do that
because there's nothing else that has that.
And do you know what else I do?
Unique.
Which is kind of cool. I do SunDaze SWF and then a American flag, a microphone, and a fire emoji. That's actually pretty cool. But like,
don't forget what we're gonna cut.
But I'm saying just keep. I know you hit all the hashtags. That's one thing. You've been fucking on fire lately, but start hitting the fucking hashtags.
I'll let you on fire right now.
Hit me in my fucking.
No, I'll give you her.
See, he's always going.
Kidding.
Bad, Dan. Stop trying to sexualize me.
I'm just joking, man.
I'm a child.
I'm not even half gay.
What's going on in international news, Mr.
I got to fucking hit this real quick.
The last one?
Yeah, you
would.
The
current fucking. Riddle me this, because I'm fucking disgusted by this. And you can't ignore it. All you fucking Democrats, a lot of Democrats would have been like, oh, I realize I fucked up with this motherfucker. But all you fucking double, triple, quadruple downers, please tell me, are you familiar with the fact that the current administration has been accused of being fully compliant with the biggest sex trafficking operation in history?
Huh. I did not know that.
Ms. Chung, you've served as United States Attorney in Pennsylvania. You're also on the Attorney General's Advisory Committee. You have spoken publicly about the Attorney General's TEN initiative, Trafficking Ends Now. Do you think it's important to stop human trafficking?
Senator, as United States Attorney, we have dedicated many resources to prosecuting trafficking, human trafficking.
Let me ask you, to what extent do you think the Biden administration's refusal to enforce the law, which has resulted in 3.5 million people crossing illegally in the last year and a half, the highest rate of illegal immigration in 62 years, to what extent has that lawlessness from the department in which you work right now contributed to and fueled the human trafficking crisis we're seeing?
Well, Senator, when I take up as a prosecutor, now as United States Attorney, supervise human trafficking cases, they're very fact-specific as to each case.
Would human trafficking be less if the Biden administration enforced the law?
Well, Senator, there is trafficking across borders, but also within our borders, so I would have to...
Does catch and release contribute to human trafficking?
Senator, I do not have enough research or study on that
You don't know?
To know the answer.
You've been the chief prosecutor for a significant portion of Pennsylvania, and you don't know whether 3.5 million people coming in illegally because the Biden DOJ won't enforce the law. You don't know if that contributes to trafficking?
Senator, again, when we address human trafficking, it is on a case-to-case basis.
And they deserve that title. Because they're fucking... Do you know that if you're an unaccompanied... Check this out. Do you know that if you're an unaccompanied minor and you show up to the border, people that you never met in your life and that the government people are taking care of you never met in your life show up and say, I'm going to foster this child.
Right.
They don't even take information from these motherfuckers, and some of these motherfuckers get caught
Do they
for
really
child
though?
abuse.
I didn't know that.
Yes,
But
I'll get a
I
fucking
do know.
clip
I
for
do
it.
know you're saying. You know,
the people
well,
get accused.
coyotes.
But the people watching these kids and shit.
after that.
This is
No,
different.
I know.
It's after
The
that.
people
Bring 'em up,
fostering the
yeah.
kids, they
It's
get
supposed to
money
carry
from the
from the
government and
kids
shit,
off. It's taken
but
from
they're
them.
physically and verbally abusing these children, and it comes out, and the case comes out, and the government shuts the case down, has those kids go to a different place, but sends those people go pack up.
And grab the next one.
My boy.
What do you think's going on?
my
What do you
boy.
think's going on with those fucking kids?
My boy.
Even though, did you see that thing?
No,
with
with the adrenochrome
in a lab and
It's
stuff?
not
I don't want to get too heavy on that
Dude,
type of shit.
my boy.
But I do know.
What a way to sign up that something's
Dude,
been going around for fucking years.
Oh no, I agree with you because I totally believe that there are barrels of dude.
It's good for us evil.
Let's fucking be serious.
I know.
Do you think that all the women who get abortions, do you think they're just throwing those aborted fetuses away?
Oh, I thought they
you're
were
a fucking whack
Oh, I
job.
thought they were feeding the animals. No,
Yeah, they're definitely feeding the animals.
There's
So that's not what you think.
Bro, there's fucking T cells. There's certain things inside
Oh my
of
God.
those embryos that
Isn't that Resident Evil? Let's do it, baby. You said T cells.
Hey,
Rage, the rage.
Good
Bro, I'm
good
down.
friend, good friend of mine.
I think we would excel in a
Good
world like that.
friend of mine
I'm
has
ready
been
for it.
in the Marines. In the Marines for like 20-something years now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you have a-
He just said too. He goes.
You guys
he goes. They wanted me to come down to the border, bring my team, all the shit, and he's like, dude. He's like, I already went to fucking Japan. I had to go to fucking.
So he wasn't
had to go
like,
to Pakistan.
hoorah!
He goes, dude. He's like, I want to be home with my.
Dude, I got
kids.
peeps too,
I want to
man.
be home with my fucking kids.
Speaking of this,
So they want to bring a whole bunch. They already did bring tons of military down to the border.
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah, they're
And-
different. It's weird. They're different groups. They're even malicious.
How
down
many
there.
now?
You
Like
see all the
10,000?
razor
Is
wire
it
that
10,000?
you see all the razor wire and shit they're putting up at the main passes and shit. Because here's the thing, man.
But when you're in
I'm
the,
not
if you're in the Marines for
I'm
that
not a
long, I
fucking
get it.
monster.
I understand. You don't want to go to
I am an empathetic person,
right?
but the thing is, no
You're not
other
an
country,
empathetic monster?
no other country just allows people who you
Emphatic.
don't even know who they are. But you have to vet people. No, like you come across the border, most countries get shot in the fucking head. I'm sorry, but that is the fucking reality of it.
Wait,
And
talking
I'm
about
not-
North Korea and South Korea?
Only in certain parts of the world.
Okay.
You go to Europe?
Middle East.
Yes,
Shot in
certain
the head?
parts of the world.
Asia.
What?
Shot in the head?
Certain countries. Certain
Russia.
countries.
Maybe? Probably shot in the head?
No, but you'll be captive.
No, they shoot everyone in the head.
You'll be
No, I don't want to get shot.
So you
Middle
don't-
East,
in the
yes
Middle East,
and no.
100%.
If you're not Muslim, probably. If you're Muslim, so you're saying if you went from Kuwait to Saudi Arabia? No, they're the same ethnic
I fully
backgrounds.
don't even understand that. Like, does everybody?
What I'm saying to you in
does
Europe
everybody
is
take
yes,
us
yes.
around
In
here?
Europe, yes. Like Sweden
North
opens
Korea,
its
South
borders.
Korea, yes.
Fucking Norway opens its borders. Denmark opens its borders.
Like-
Yes, you're seeing. But what you're seeing with that though is as they're letting in 15 million fucking immigrants, you're seeing the entire society change, and there's absolute civil war and chaos going on in those countries at that time.
How can we change
There's a
it?
lot of
How
mayhem,
can we
and
change
we
it?
don't see a lot of that shit because
You
they're
don't
ones
you
that-
don't you don't allow a
Right.
floodgate to come in. You do what the United States has in order. You only allow them so much at a time.
The
Legal
amount-
immigration,
the
not
amount-
illegal immigration. There's a fucking difference, and there's a reason why that there's two. Illegal immigration allows 15 million in 2 months, when you would allow 15 million in over 10 years. That's a fucking big difference culturally. The amount of jobs that are available.
Is it
That is
15
across the
million,
board.
like so far around that?
That's what they're
Somewhere around
saying.
that?
It's
So
somewhere
my
around
question
that.
is to you is,
Paul, you
15 million people from other countries flooding into this country. Does that affect our country? Does that change? Does that change?
Yes, it does.
The demographics?
No, it
Like-
changes. Yes, it does.
Changes,
For certain areas, wherever they're not
For who?
taking. They're not
For
taking.
who?
They're not taking.
Who the
50
hell was
I'm
it?
gonna get to that. They're not
For
taking
who?
15 million people and they're not dispersing them equally across the United States. They're fucking taking 15 million and they're breaking them up into huge swaths of people and putting them in certain spots. Now what you have is, let's say you have a couple 100,000 instead of 15 million. Let's break it down to, let's go 1%. Now you get 150,000, 10%, 150,000 or whatever, right? So say 100,000 goes to San Francisco. Do you think 100,000 people at one time influx into a city isn't going to change money status? Not going to change.
Right.
You're
right, 100%.
It would
But
change.
what is the weird fucking thing that's happening? And I know we've talked about it previously, but where states
Culturally,
and cities,
societally?
states and cities that are blue states and cities that are claiming to be social
Havens?
justice warriors and sanctuary cities, they're complaining about a couple
Too many coming.
thousand people, but millions on the border
But it's okay. But it's okay. It's okay to let them in.
They're literally saying we don't have enough resources for these people. But they have they give zero fucks about resources on the border.
So why would you do that? Then?
They don't care about the United States.
They don't give a fuck.
They don't give.
Hey, guess what?
Why do you think Biden never went?
That's the way to get votes.
Why do you think Biden never went to
Guess
Ohio
what?
for that train derailment?
If we
he
messed
doesn't give up.
Ohio doesn't back him up. That's why.
If we got
Did you not help him politically?
Nope.
Dude,
and that's
if that was a blue state, he would have been down there fucking blowing everyone.
And the reason why they don't give a fuck about the border, the reason why they don't give a fuck about the border, but they care about their own city is that's votes. How the thing about this? You don't need immigrants to go to New York City to change the vote from Republican Democrat. But if you fucking flood Texas, Texas, which is a red state full of listen,
at least purple.
No, but if you take a bunch of we'll give you this free, this free, this free, this free. Who are you voting for? Who are you voting for? You're voting for the people that are giving you what you need to survive. You want to get food, you're taking a piss.
If you really start to think about it,
I'm going to see what's going on.
Hey, do me a favor. Hey, do me a favor there, Tato. You pull that up for me, homie?
Dan, listen. This is gonna be the first time we've ever done this. You have the podcast, it's always saying, I gotta take a piss.
Okay, so
handle it.
No, what I really want to get into
You can
is
say whatever you want.
when people flood into the U.S. and like it doesn't matter where you come from, like you really got to think about it. It's like, all right, you have to think about it. What is your main concerns? You need sleep, you need food, you need think about the basic human necessities. So a lot of people don't think you didn't fill it up. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it.
I'm a budget.
But think about it. When people start to flood into new places, you have to look at that. You have to be like, hey, is there enough room for a person to sleep? Is there enough food? Is there enough? Just on the door. Yeah. So when people are flooding in, it's like, all right, are you doing it illegally? Or are you doing it legally? I think there's a good reason to do it legally. Everybody should be doing it legally. Do I know people that were illegal or whatever and then actually worked their way to it? Yes. And dude, I get it. Everybody could be like, all right, yeah, I'm Irish, I'm Lithuanian, I'm fucking French Canadian, whatever. That's what I am. If you're coming into the country, do it fucking legally. And if you can't afford to do it, get a job, do it. Like what that? And maybe the U.S. should make it so expensive to do that. I don't know. I don't even know how much it costs because I'm a legal U.S. citizen, man.
Man, can I drink a little bit of a candy?
Yeah, take that cotton candy. Hell yeah, that's old, bro. That's from old school. But anyways, yeah, I don't know. That's my opinion on everything. If you're not from the U.S. like originally, it's like, dude, hey, this is the melting pot of life, bro. I got Native American in my blood too, man. So like, we've been there. Like, that's my friend. But yes, I am taking on the podcast. I also want to let you know, so Iran has nuclear attack bases.
Oh boy,
far underground that is impenetrable.
Oh man, Dan, you have my favorite soup in here, bud.
Don't touch it, buddy. That's mine.
No, do you believe that though?
Probably not.
No,
do they? Yes.
What's the Iran? Do you think Iran is technologically advanced enough to have that?
Okay, that's all.
And no, it's a two-part question. Is Iran technologically capable?
Try the curry one.
Of having a base underground? And then part B to this is: are they technologically advanced enough to stop the bunker busters that the United States has for bombs? Two-part question.
Probably not. Probably not. Just given where they are on the planet, I don't think that they don't have. Think about it. Lot. This is being served. A lot of sand, a lot of limestone. It's not very strong. They don't have tons of.
As a concrete wise, they can't make concrete or reinforce it.
Can they make concrete? Yes. All you need is different.
I'm not worried about their materials because, like you're saying, their materials are very. It's what we have. It's what we have that can break through that.
So as far as like nuclear shit, it's probably. Think about it too.
They have nuclear reactors. Bro, they have nuclear reactors. We know this.
I'm gonna punch this fat bastard.
What was that?
This kid, This guy just takes snacks from my son. Like, he's like, Miles, hey,
Bro,
buddy, you want snacks?
Oh,
boom!
Dan,
He slaps
look at this.
my son to the side and says,
Dan, you have 18 pickle spears. No, not anymore. You don't.
Nope. All the pickles go. Dude,
That's
you
why we
spend
call them Pauly
$6 when you spend $6 on pickles, like because you want like non-GMO shit, like nothing, like all natural.
And then Pauly Pickles comes over and eats them all?
Actually, shout out to Grillo's in Westwood, Mass.
Sponsorship.
Like, that's what's up. And then this dude comes in and he's like, "Hey, buddy, let me have one." And the whole shit's gone.
18 spears gone.
And I'm like, "Damn, bro, all that sodium? Yo, you didn't even make a tuna sandwich with that shit." Like, what the
when
hell?
you see his body,
Whatever.
when you see his body physique, you'll understand why he likes to eat all that sodium. He's bloated.
This dude
He's
run-
bloated like he's on his period 24/7.
This dude runs off Mountain Dew and Doritos.
Mountain Dew pickles and Doritos.
We love you, Paul.
He drinks. Yo,
We love your
you know
styles.
how those big jars got like half the thing of fucking pickle juice? He's like,
Wow. With friends like you.
You don't even need friends. Well, we're going.
man. All right, so
But yeah.
China has a base with nuclear weapons on Cuba. No, that's not what I heard. I heard opposite of that, but whatever.
Yeah, I don't think
just a matter of time before someone makes
I don't think that's real, bro.
I don't think they have nuclear weapons on it. What I heard was they have a listening post and they've been listening to our radio frequencies coming out of the country, which are talking to our outside of the country military ops. I didn't hear anything about no nuclear
How's your
weapons,
snack?
though. Because I don't
Guess
see,
what?
I don't see how China.
I need like some cheese.
Listen,
soup?
I don't see how China could have
What?
nuclear weapons on Cuba when we stopped Russia in the 70s from doing that.
Yeah,
That
sure.
stopped World War
Anything.
III. So that's the same thing. So China doesn't do it, but Russia didn't.
Okay,
50
I'm
years
gonna
ago.
look into it, but I'm pretty sure I heard.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying you didn't hear that.
A fact.
I'm not saying
Fact.
you didn't hear that. I would just look into the source first before you know.
Yeah, no.
And I'm not saying be thinking on dead ass.
No. Dude,
It seemed awkward, yo. You know what I
Me
mean?
and you are the same. Like, I'm the same way. No, I know, but I did. Hear
Russia
about-
attempted it,
I
and
will
we
try
fucking
it.
we nixed that shit in the ass. I just have a hard time putting. That's like what we did to
Dude,
them.
that was
That's
so-
what we did to them though.
Dude, that was so fucking close.
To World War.
But do you realize that they're saying that right now we are closer than we were during the Bay of Pigs?
No
situation.
Really?
How do you think no?
How? Because.
Dude,
I can tell you why. Because
hey, did you see when Janet Yellen
Cuba is how many miles away from the United States? Ukraine is where from the United States?
It doesn't seem like much of a big deal to us because it's not our
Because
culture
it's
and
so far
stuff. But did you see when Janet Yellen went to China?
Yep.
Because they are trying to diffuse things at least a little bit, which is fucking smart. I
Good,
agree with
yeah,
it.
no.
But she fucking nothing, dude. Like,
No, they owe it. That's
3 fucking times. I wouldn't do that though.
You have to.
So you have to kiss their ass
you
and
have
then
to
they
kiss that.
fucking
That's that.
snub you.
No, that's the wrong. Yeah. I
It
feel
is?
like I feel like that's the wrong. You can look at it like that, correct? I think that's the wrong way of looking at it because that's their culture.
Style. Bitch.
That's their culture, though. That's their culture.
Yeah.
Everyone does that there. As a sign of respect for the next person. I do it to you, you do it back to me. That's not like I'm doing it to you, bowing 3 times, and this guy isn't showing a sign of respect back.
No, what I'm telling you is he didn't bow to her. Oh, I don't know why you whispered that. Like if that's their culture. So that's what it. Okay.
Because of YT, I don't.
I was saying they made a
big thing about it, but that's
because she is. Yeah, I okay.
They're a
certain
1930s version of us on how their culture is structured.
Are they like totally?
Really?
I don't know. I actually
look
like
in the
this more because like the pop culture type stuff. I know a little bit. Like, dude, do you know the weird
business.
shit?
Look at business.
Do you know the
look at
weirdo
government.
shit?
All men. You'll
No.
never see a female in
Really?
military, in government, in Xi
Did you
Jinping.
see this? That they had to put a different fucking they had to make a fucking public train that only women can go on because the regular public trains you can still go on it as a woman, but
They're getting, like, harassed
all the
and shit.
guys like they fill up on you. They're not gonna rape or anything, but they fill up
Like
on you.
rope you and
And
shit,
nobody and even the cops won't do anything about it. Like it's just considered like part of the culture. They do a lot of weird shit. Like you see this thing where they take animals, like actual live animals. Like you see these mini like turtles and frogs and shit they have. They put them in water inside of a fucking a bubble for a keychain, and they sell it on the street. People buy it. There's no way to get into it, so eventually the thing just dies in there. Like,
Well, then when you get it, right?
no, but no, it's alive when you get it. The thing is, it's not just animals. It's people too. In China, life is not
Value. It's not
valued
viewed the
the
same.
way.
Yeah.
Like I watched a video once. I remember like I had heard stuff before. Like I know about the Uyghurs and stuff. As much as it's fucking disgusting.
That's crazy.
It's disgusting that this country knows that they're doing what they're doing, and it's allowed. And when people try to come out, like in the NBA, for example, and it's all about this, when people try to come out and say, hey, you shouldn't be doing this to other human beings, shut it down.
Something quick.
Because it's all about money.
Quick.
You know what I mean? But life, the way human life is treated in China is fucking disgusting. I can remember years ago, it just sticks in my mind. I saw a video in a fucking, almost like a
just another person. Just
almost like a Faneuil Hall type area. You know, they have like those market areas.
Open market.
And it was like the beginning of the night, maybe like 7, 8 o'clock, and a mother had come there with her child. Now, granted, she should have been watching better, but you know how kids can just
we're wander off, man. They're kids.
So like a 3 or 4 year old girl, she walks out into the alleyway. A van's driving by. The van runs over her.
Ran over her.
The van runs over her.
That's tough.
Stops. What the fuck? They run over. Backs up and goes over her legs. Realizes that it's a human being.
And it takes off.
Oh shit! Boom. The mother's looking everywhere for the kid. A homeless woman, and this goes to show you, like, a homeless woman had the compassion to come and scoop this little girl up and bring her to help.
That makes sense.
And she lived. But like, it fucking smushed her head and
Do you
shit.
think just because a woman is homeless?
But I'm saying not everyone.
That's what I'm saying. They still have compassion.
No, what I'm saying is China,
they're homeless. It's like human.
China,
It's
they're
because
culture.
No, it's because it's human.
No, it's because they're homeless, bro, and they have nothing left that they have compassion still. What he's trying to say is that society is
But
built
who knows this
differently
stuff?
around
Who knows
that.
No, what he's saying is right about the lady.
Who knows
Like,
this stuff?
like,
You know what I mean?
but what I'm saying is that
No,
China as a whole, as a society, they do not value human life.
It's way
especially if they consider you like
think what if you're
elderly,
homeless,
bro.
If you're
Are you
homeless,
familiar with the
you
elderly
have nothing.
situation
You
in
have
China?
nothing. You have nothing as a homeless
They want you to
person.
die.
Just like the human mind, like everyone wants to.
When you're homeless, you have nothing, dude. Of course you're gonna be
everybody
compassionate.
wants like
because people show you compassion more times than not. I get people spit at you and shit, but people walk up and hand you, like, when you're homeless, things are given to you, right? So you then, if that's all you know, that's all you're gonna give. So the homeless lady sees the kid and goes, I don't have nothing to lose. There's nothing to lose by her going there and fucking helping.
Old, homie.
What?
That's old.
So there's nothing. Actually, wait.
No, I already
Did you crack that?
Oh, where is it?
Yeah, don't bring it.
Did you crack that?
It's out there.
Yeah.
Crack what? This?
That's from.
It doesn't matter though. He cracked the new.
That's from November, bro.
That's cool, man.
No, it's all good.
I don't even like it, but I needed something.
It's fucking my favorite.
I didn't bring like a ton of.
It's probably good for 2024, probably. But no, compartmentalize. What? How you say it?
Yeah, you said it.
Dude. A lot of people like to do that and like just put everybody.
I
in
like
one
to
box.
toss on.
But then you have to
shit.
think about it. It's like day-to-day actions and like when you actually like talk to people. It's like, dude.
I
would just try not to be a fucking. I'd
be willing to bet you.
I am an asshole.
No, listen, I'd be willing to bet you though. I'd be willing to bet you that homeless people are probably more empathetic towards somebody else than the average person. On average, I'd be willing to bet you
they know what it feels to suffer
because they've been through some fucking shit in their life. That's how.
But then again, do they choose to do that? Do they have mental issues?
No, but
do they have?
I want
to. More disturbing because it was a toddler. It was a child.
I know.
That's the reason.
That's a fuck.
It doesn't matter who the fuck you are. If it's a fucking child, I'm sorry, but
most people I should probably spit this out before I go to.
I don't care if it's my kid or not. If something's happening to a child,
you have a kid.
You understand?
When you have a kid, that feeling didn't work.
I'm gonna be like, hey bud, listen. When my little brother and sister were adopted into our family, I don't give a fuck, bro. They are my blood. Like if you. Like, bro,
I'll kill you if you do something to my family. Yeah,
buddy. And that's not. It's not.
Like you were like a brother and an uncle.
And even my brothers.
When you don't have a kid, you're like, yo, I do this because. But when you have a kid, you see it in a whole different light. It holds more value.
It brings
absolutely fucking.
I was like,
you know, I like to toss in some stuff that's like
this.
Not regular
like
stuff, but it gets to be something that piques my interest, and it's amazing. I feel like people should hear something about it.
No.
That's why I wanted to say before I run out there for the soup.
First before you say this.
Before I run out for the soup. No, this shit is fucking amazing, dude. Is this in anyone's wheelhouse here or out there? Have you heard about? They have concerns, but of course it's all these like green fucking people and shit. They have concerns about this new technique. It's a new thing, mining polymetallic nodules. That are listen, no, bear with me. That are essentially two-dimensional mineral deposits sitting on an abysmal plane
sediments.
On the sediments on the ocean floor, about 3,500 to 6,000 feet.
Meters. Different.
So that's
all the metals that are
times
inside
3.
these, like they grow there naturally.
Yeah,
And
so
science
that's
on the top.
times 3, dog.
They're
That's like
full of
20
metals of economic interest, such as nickel, copper, manganese, cobalt. Like a lot of stuff used in technology. And
we're stuck on this planet. and
They're
there's a
mining it
reason
right
why.
now, and they're doing like they cause an explosion
underwater
to like knock them
Yeah, to
loose.
knock-
and
yeah,
stuff.
they-
And people are
they
saying,
harvest it.
like, do we know? You know how they always do. Like, do we know what the repercussions of this are? Asking about like certain sea life, even though it's so deep that there is sea life, but it's like not. It's like they said that most of them are species that have never even been like named type of deal.
I want to.
But this does
I
make
wanna ask a
sense
serious-
in
I
a
wanna
lot of
ask a
ways too. So,
serious-
what do you guys think?
I want to
about
ask a serious question.
No,
Have you
that's a
ever?
serious question.
When you're talking about circle of life, though, when you're in Paul, to go back to what you were just saying, when you're that low, right?
I'm okay.
There's
It
only
wasn't gonna be serious.
there's only so much. So if you look at the circle of life, right? It takes like, and what we know, and I'm gonna say this like very broad based. I understand that it just goes a lot deeper, but plankton in the sea, the fucking whales eat it. We eat the whales. You know, the whole there's a circle of life.
Yeah.
What to now back to what Paul
A
was
lot of
saying.
fecal matter
To
out
what
there.
Paul was saying, when you blow up the fucking sea floor like that, right? Are you disturbing the entry level of the chain of the? So when you take out like the very basic food program for the next level of carnivore up because you blew up the sea floor. Now this second level tier doesn't, which usually eats on level 1, isn't there. Now level 1's not there.
Sorry.
Does that change the circle of life? You know what I mean?
Well, what I was gonna say is that I have never had sex with a mermaid, but honestly, there's a lot of sediments and shit down there that people, it's untouched fucking resources. A lot of it.
I've seen
a lot of it. But this,
I've seen studies that
copper,
5% of the sea floor has been mapped. That's what
So
I've
what
heard.
the fuck is the
we
money,
know, we
man?
know more. We know
I
more
wanna
about
look
the
into
galaxy
that.
than we do on our own planet. We know more about the galaxy than we do about the sea fucking floor that we fucking live
James
on.
Webb.
What the fuck are we talking about right
James
now?
Webb. James Webb.
That telescope is
bro.
crazy, dude.
Like, look at those pictures. Like, we gotta put that on there too. Like, dude,
do you buy into that?
Homie.
Honestly, do you buy
Did
into
we
that?
really get it on that? Did we?
I don't think we should. I'll tell you there's a fuck now. You don't want to ask me.
Full to the moon, Buzz Aldrin.
Bro, you do not.
Did we really go there?
Dude, that's dope.
I don't know.
That's
I
fucking
don't
dope that you guys are questioning that, because that pops up today.
I'm not about that.
Did we really?
I don't buy that shit either, because it doesn't make sense.
After posting that thing that I saw with the mouse on one of the rockets, buddy boy, I don't know. Dude. Hey, did that mouse have the best ride of its life?
Go back to this here. I thought about this. How much money? How much money does it cost to go into the sea floor to take those minerals out versus the cost of going to again Africa and pulling fucking cobalt out
to get right out
the
of it.
fucking money the amount of money. Now think about this. You're talking 3,500 meters is the same depth as the Titanic, which that fucking Titan shit just blew up on. So you're telling me that it cost it cost them $250,000 each to go that far? So how much nickel and copper and manganese do you need to fucking extract from the sea floor to make it worth the fucking your investment, bro? This doesn't even look like a sound investment. This looks retarded as an investment.
It's too
risky. There's too much money involved.
Bro, cobalt is in my cell phone. Cobalt is in your battery. It's in the battery. It's in every.
But the thing is, it's not.
Is it cheaper to get it from fucking Europe and Africa and fucking the Middle East than it is to go 6,000 meters down? What's it cost? And then extract and then refine.
Why can't they get a good paying wage? Why can't they get a good paying wage?
The shit is these
the miners.
Because a majority of the fucking
don't talk about majority
minerals that we need, the stuff that we need to make all that technology, we don't have it here.
No, that's not exactly true. We have deposits we haven't touched.
Yeah.
So think about we're using
not like other places.
No, think about
like Africa.
We're smart though. We're using everyone else's natural resource before we use ours.
Ours
is we know it is. It's not being touched. We're using yours before I use mine.
But I'm not ready to just say that this is 100%. Doesn't make any sense.
I listened to.
I'm saying from money. I'm saying from money.
I listened to an interview the other day.
Things sound like inside a cage. You know how like the shit builds up from the shit.
How much money does it cost to go that far down versus you can go on land and do it?
I listened to a podcast the other day with Obama, and they were throwing him soft pitches. They were throwing him soft pitches, whatever. Obama said, he goes, oh, well, the drilling in the U.S. That was me. Well,
what drilling?
They were drilling in the U.S., dude. Like, I'm talking about for
oil.
Whether it's
oil.
Yeah,
he was talking oil.
But he was what I'm saying is, it doesn't matter.
No, he's saying that the pipelines that we shut the fuck down, he started.
Yeah.
That Joe Biden shut down
And
the oil
Joe
pipelines from Canada.
I'm sorry. Even Trump was still doing that.
He was allowing it though.
He wanted the fucking.
He's pissed that we shut it down. Yes, he wanted. He was.
And I'm not just talking just
Dude,
oil.
but it's like,
but
why
it's everything
dude,
else.
Why
Like,
would we?
everything.
Why would we
to push an
not
agenda?
Want
to push an agenda?
Would we be independent with our
to push an agenda
with our energy?
Because he's bought into the global cabal, and the global cabal
Hey,
told
guys.
him you need to sign on to what we want, not what you want.
The planet.
That's the only reason why you would stop that. Why would you go from independent, right? If you're independent by yourself, making and independently supporting yourself.
We're on an hour.
If I'm independently supporting myself, why would I bring you two involved with my shit?
We're on an hour and a half right now.
Are you shitting me?
Yeah.
I believe it.
Oh, dude. Yeah, I know it's getting later and later. I have to go back out here. But anyways,
oh boy,
Trump buys.
He's like,
well,
I need soup.
I'm not trying to make
this
this.
dude's been off camera for like a half an hour.
I'm not
I need
trying to
no
make this-
soup.
Well, no, I haven't had anything to eat today. Is the problem. Sorry.
Then, bitch, I said this.
Bro, listen,
I'm eating it.
listen,
You said
listen,
eating up
listen.
there.
You cannot eat for 3 hours. You'll still survive. Don't worry. Your body will maintain.
I don't feel good, buddy.
You go into
That don't feel good.
Yesterday, when I was at the studio, what did I say? I had a half a salad that I brought there with chicken.
No, you don't.
And I go, dude, I gotta eat.
I don't eat a lot.
I gotta do it. I'm like,
Yeah, I beg to differ
I felt
on that.
nauseous. I'm like,
I beg to differ on that one.
I don't eat.
Come on camera and show me your stomach and tell me you don't eat a lot.
I'm down since last row. I'm down fucking 21. Like, what the fuck?
No, I'm not saying
Gotta do it, bro.
I'm saying fucking pepperoni.
You with
nips
the
over
water
there.
and fucking no drink.
No drink. You ain't see me with a soda and fucking how long?
Yesterday, that's it.
And
You said
I didn't even
it.
drink yesterday. I put it down.
You just say it. You go.
I'm gonna cheat today, and you were like, nah. And I was like, fuck you, you're right. And I put it back because I'm like 2 months no soda, bro. Like dead ass, man. Like no, but I was gonna cheat yesterday, and my man was like, yo, don't do it. And I was like, you know what, you're fucking right. And I put it back.
Honestly,
and I grabbed the goddamn water.
I think we should call this shit. What do you think? Wanna get into more? Let's go into more. Fucking.
Where are we?
Trump walks with Dana White
At a big UFC
I
event, and the cheers from the crowd were amazing.
I don't know how much you guys listen to comedians and podcasts.
fucking
Hey, why don't you shut up in there?
You guys don't want to give props for the Dairy Queen?
Hey, also,
fuck, bro.
I don't know what you guys listen to for comedians, but what's his name? Fucking, what was it, Doug Bell? No, I'm just kidding.
The guy that's
God
going all
damn
night?
it! Huh? No, fucking, what's his name?
No,
No, back in the day, Owen A.
So, anyways, Trump bought a bunch of people fucking blizzards.
No,
Oh, okay. All right,
Did you
well,
hear?
let's skip over that.
Did you hear the backlash that they got for that though? Joe Rogan was also caught next to Trump, but all he did was walk up to him because he's a former and hey, how you doing? Nice to meet you. Introductions, and the fucking media this week is crucifying everyone involved. It was Dana White, it was Joe Rogan, it's a third person I can't fucking think of right now.
Yeah, because they're all
absolutely
Shane
fucking nuts.
Gillis. Shane Gillis.
No. I'm saying
Shane Gillis
it's wrong
was
for
there
them.
too.
To be
Who
fair.
gives a shit?
Bro, these guys are just regular
Gives a
fucking
shit.
dudes, man.
They're going to him just to be like, yo, you're somebody. You were a former president.
Bro,
Shake my hand, like.
Dude, it's fucking mental. Dude, I don't get it. I truly don't. What this big thing is about, like, the Trump hate and all that, I really don't. And you notice how the shit that they tried to pull, for example, it's weird how quickly shit just disappears into the fucking...
I just listened to Shane. I just listened to Shane
when they
Gillis'
tried to get
podcast.
that old broad from 30 years ago to say that he raped her and that he didn't rape her, and the case, that's what
He just
we're
got another
about,
pussy,
which it
yeah.
wasn't even...
Bro, did you
the
see
statute
his
of limitations
deposition?
wouldn't exist
You act like
anymore.
chicks don't grab
and
dick.
you say,
They
oh
changed
no,
it.
sorry,
They changed it.
he
Beforehand.
He just
Before they charged him, they changed that. Like, that wasn't set up. Bro, did you see the disposition?
They changed it.
Did you see the
But you know
disposition?
that they didn't change it forever.
It's a time.
year.
Was it?
I wonder why.
So they care.
No. Did you see his disposition?
They changed the statute of limitations
For 1 year.
For 1
And
year.
then hit him
only
within that year with that statute.
to bring him to court.
Yes.
That's basically
Wait,
saying
the
they don't give
statute of libertarians?
No, bro.
Basically,
on
to
top.
say that they don't give a fuck about people
No,
being raped.
they just want to go after him. That was a witch hunt after him and him only. Hold up.
Anybody who doesn't
Did you
think
see
that,
the
like, people say he's a
disposition?
raper,
Did you
like-
see the disposition when they fucking interviewed him? He was like, I I don't even know her. Bro, he's on camera like, I don't know her. He goes, she's not in my type, she's ugly.
Oh, my
bro,
bad,
he fucking roasted her on that shit.
It was Jim Norton, the comedian.
Jim Norton's fucking hilarious.
He fucking,
Jim Norton's a man, dude.
He interviewed Trump that night at the UFC there. Because he
Which
works
one
for
of you
UFC.
two motherfuckers?
Just
I bet it was
like,
you fucking
just like
sick
Joe
bastard.
Rogan. Like
this motherfucker.
That's it.
I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
What'd I do?
What the fuck do you do?
What'd I do, bud?
You'll see in a minute.
God damn it, bro.
My belly hurts.
Alright, this shit's done, bro. We're done.
It's done?
We're done.
Fucking
Whoa.
Oh, okay, that's all right.
Hey,
okay. Sonia Sotomayor, Associate Justice of the fucking Supreme Court, has used her staff to hawk her fucking books that she writes and speaking events to stop it. Fucking stop it.
Where's the time supposed to be? It's recorded because the red square is on there to stop it, but I don't see a time on it.
It's over.
What's up with Ray?
Oh no, you put it right in the middle. I can see
What's
the
up
zero
with
on the
Ray
back.
Epps, bud? I don't understand that. What's up
Ray,
with fucking
dude, fucking bring up Ray Epps, bro. He wants defamation,
but I'm just
he wants the defamation.
But I don't understand why the shit that he did. Other people
Why
did the
is
same
this shit
thing,
coming
and
out
they're
your
in fucking
fucking
jail.
ass? It stinks. Look,
They're in jail
now. Doc, what the fuck are you doing?
Dude, that
NYC.
smells like fucking dude. That smells like burnt rubber. That smells like burnt rubber.
I didn't get to take. You guys made this too early. You fucked up my whole schedule. My
Kathy fucked up. Yeah, shut up.
You
By the way,
all right, boys, we done for the day. Oh,
real quick, here's a thought for next week before I turn this off.
Yeah.
Given the recent excitement, we were talking about this. Given the recent excitement and interest in space due to Elon Musk's company, it's got me thinking again, like I had before in the past. Did we ever really go to the moon?
Nope.
Does it make sense?
No.
I feel like it doesn't. Next week, let's discuss this a little bit.
Fuck next week. No, not next week. Be on the lookout for a special from one of us.
We're gonna do this.